Hi crocheters of the world, in this tutorial I will show you how to work this lovely, so romantic, so sweet jasmine stitch hat. I already worked two. They are really quickly and so lovely, so nice, so romantic. I worked with our Adelaide yarn. It's really nice, really fluffy, and it's 23% merino wool, 20% wool, 50% acrylic, and 7% polyamide. It is to be worked with 5 to 0.56 millimeters hook, but for the jasmine stitch, always, this is my advice, always work with a larger hook. In my case, we work with puff stitch, the jasmine stitch, not with the clusters, so we will need a really larger hook. So I work with 9 millimeters hook. You can work from 8 to 10 millimeters hook. Of course, if you, so we deliver in Europe only, from our yarn shop, as you know. Try to find out something similar if you cannot purchase our yarn. Now the prices are really good. They are all Italian yarns and very nice. So let us begin. I will begin with the magic loop. Make it nice and large, this magic loop for now, and chain to secure, and let's get started. I am working with a 9 millimeters hook, as I said before, and let's get started with our first puff stitch, about 1.5 to 2 centimeters, not more. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over 3 or 4 times. Now yarn over, pinch in the middle, insert hook again in between the yarn and the puff, pull up a loop and work a single crochet on the top of the puff and a chain. This is how I secure my puffs and my jasmine stitches and so on. So puff stitch into the single crochet that you've just made. Okay, this is one. Don't close it. One more puff stitch around the magic loop. So we will work pair of puff stitches close together from now on into the first round. Okay, pinch, pull through, insert hook in between the puff and the yarn, pull through and single crochet, chain, secure with this chain, nice and tight. 2 puffs together. We will go ahead and work 4 more times like this. So 1 puff stitch from the single crochet on the top of the 2 that you just closed, second puff stitch around the magic loop. Try to keep the magic loop in tension while you work, because the tension is the key word in this pattern. Okay, pull through all, insert hook in between the puff and the yarn, so you pinched with your finger, just to insert hook again, to pull up a loop and to single crochet instead only of chain to close the 2 puff stitches. Believe me, it is very important. You will have very beautiful jasmine puff stitch flowers. And this is the way I'm actually working them with the cluster. Okay, so this is the third pair of puff stitches. Single crochet, oops, I skipped the yarn. Single crochet, chain. Tight the chain a little bit when you work it. 3. I have to work 2 more, and you will see the last one will not be a pair actually, but only 1 puff, because the solitary puff that we worked to begin, it is actually not that solitary, because is the first or the second actually of the last pair. Now you will see. So I'm keep on working my pairs again. I have one more to work. Already worked 4, one more to go. Okay, chain tight. Now I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always count the horizontal puffs. Will give you the number of stitches, of puff stitches that you have, of jasmine stitches that you have. Now I closed. As you can see, vertical I have 6, horizontal I have 5, which means it's just one that is missing. So we will work one puff stitch. Okay, and don't close it. Insert hook into the single crochet on the top of the first puff stitch that you made. Pull up the loop through this and through the puff stitch. Close very tight, chain tight, and now try to work a slip stitch. So will be very secured like this, and you will have a joining, invisible joining. Let's get started with the second round. We will work our solitary puff that is not so very solitary, will be the third puff of our jasmine stitch, last jasmine stitch, and now we will begin to work one increase, one jasmine, 6 times. So for the increase, always work 2 puffs together, exactly that we worked into the first round. So 2 puffs together for the increase. Close them exactly as you did into the first round. You already know, with the single crochet and a chain to secure tight. Okay. And now let's get started with the first actually jasmine stitch of the hat. So work the first puff stitch, the second into the single crochet where you work the second puff stitch of the increase. You work the second of the jasmine stitch, and now yarn over and skip one horizontal puff and work the third puff of your first jasmine stitch. 3 puff stitches on your hook. Pinch like this, pull through all that you have, all loops on the hook, and insert hook into the yarn space that you pinched there. Pull up a loop and single crochet on the top, chain to secure tight. Now we have one increase and we have one jasmine. This is what we have to repeat all around. 4 more times, because I will show you how to end this round. So 4 more times we will go ahead and work the same thing. So increase again, which means 2 puffs together. It's strange, but with the jasmine stitch, when you increase, you work 2 puffs together. When you decrease, you work 4 puffs together, puffs or clusters anyway. In this pattern we just need to increase, to know to increase. Don't worry. Okay, now we work the jasmine stitch. So first puff stitch, then the second into the single crochet where you work the second of the increase, and now skipping one horizontal puff, work the third. Always you work a complete jasmine stitch, skipping one horizontal puff. Okay, watch me how I am closing it and try to do it the same. It's very important. Now I work one increase, one jasmine, one increase, one jasmine, 2 times. Let us repeat it again for 3 more times, and now I will show you. I finished, almost finished. I have to repeat this one more time. Only that I want to show you how to work it in this last. So we work the increase. Actually it will be as we work we work two increases, but it is not, because we work the increase, we close the increase, and now we will work again only two puffs, only because the last one, so the third one, is actually the solitary puff, the beginning solitary puff. Okay, so I don't want you to confuse. I want to explain you why we will work 2 and 2. So I have only 2. I don't close them. I insert hook into the single crochet on the top of the solitary puff at the beginning. Pull up the loop through all. Okay. Now close tight with a chain on the top and insert hook again into that single crochet and slip stitch on it nice and tight. Please do it nice and tight so you will have a very nice joining. Okay, and now after the second increasing round we must have 12 puff stitches, horizontal puff stitches. Okay, and now that we have done, we will into the third, we will work like this: 1 increase and 4 jasmine stitches, 1 increase and 4 jasmine stitches for 3 times, because we have 12. Okay, so we will work only 3 increases. For the standard increases of a let's say hat, usually you work 6, 6, 6 increases, but for this one, for this particular one, because we are working with a large yarn and with these puff stitches, we just work in this third and last increasing round only 3, so a half of the increases that we might work normally. Okay, so I work my increase, which means 2 puffs together. I work my solitary puff, the beginning solitary puff, 2 puffs together, and now I will put a marker, because now I know that I have to work over these 4 puffs, horizontal puffs. I have to work 4 jasmine stitches, which means 3 puffs together for the jasmine stitch. So let me show you. Okay, I work my 3 puffs together. Always the third is worked skipping 1 horizontal puff of the previous row. Okay, so now like this I will work 3 more, and then when I reach the marker again I will increase, then I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, put again the marker there, and so on till the end. Only 3 times we need to repeat this. So increase plus 4, we have 5 horizontal actually. And I will go ahead and work like this. I will show you again how to finish. You will end up with the last joining, you will work an increase again, and then an increase plus 4 jasmine stitches, and at the end you will end actually with a jasmine stitch. Okay, now after this third round we have 15 horizontal puff stitches and 18 diameter, 18 centimeters of diameter, which is perfect for a medium to large, medium, let's say average, okay, woman hat. So let us begin with our 3 rounds of jasmine stitches without increases. So for the, let's say, headband of the hat. Okay, and then we will work the last part for the cloche. So this is I work my puff stitch, solitary puff stitch as now, and this is my first jasmine stitch. I just go ahead a little bit faster because it's already clear. Now put a marker into your last increasing stitch. Okay, I finish my 3 rows for the headband. Okay, and as I said before, put always a marker into your last increasing part. And now I will put a marker, just watch on the other side where is the beginning yarn, scrap yarn, and put a marker on this too, because we want to measure it. So I will measure the part with the 3 increasing rounds, and then the part with the 3 rounds with 15 only. So with 15 jasmine stitches per round. It's about 9 centimeter each. So about 18 centimeters is the length that we have right now. Now for the brim, we will work 1 increase and 3 jasmine stitches for 5 times, because we have 15 jasmine stitches. So you always count the horizontal puffs, 15 horizontal puffs, and we will begin with an increase. Okay, this is my first increase. Okay, and now I will work 3 jasmine stitches. So this is the increase, the solitary puff, obvious, then the increase, then I will work 3. I will put a marker, always put a marker, because I have the marker on the top of the head, the marker on the round that I finish with the increases, then I work 3 more rounds with the same number of jasmine stitches, and now I will work 3 increase and 3 jasmine, increase and 3 jasmine. So as you can see, with increase and 3 jasmine, actually I have 4 jasmine now. I work an increase, now 1 2 3, put the marker and work your jasmine stitches. So it will be 5 times, and at the end you will have 20 horizontal puffs. Okay, so we just increased for our brim. Now the last round is the round with the contrasting color. We don't increase anymore. Put a marker into your first increase round. It's important, again, around the first increase round, and the first and the last, because we increase just one round for the brim of the hat. And now let me show you how to change color for the last round. If you want to work it like this, you can work it in one color too. So you won't increase anymore, just work 1. So I work the solitary puff, and now I will switch to the other color. With the main color I work the solitary puff only, and now pull the yarn through the chain, pull tight. Okay, pull tight, keep in tension, chain 1 with the new color yarn and insert hook into the single crochet and work your first puff stitch. You will work 1 jasmine stitch with one color, 1 jasmine stitch with the other color, and you will keep the yarn with you on the back side as I am doing. So you will work over the yarn like this. Okay, work the 3rd puff stitch, close them together, single crochet on the top and chain to secure with the same color. Okay, and now we can switch to the other color. I began with the main color because I will finish with the main color. Pull tight, chain with the color that you've just changed, and begin working with it the next jasmine stitch. Don't forget to keep your color with you, very important. Okay, I work 2, and now put it on the back side, the color that you don't work with, and work over it the third, close, and single crochet, chain, and that's it. This is how you will work. You will finish with 2 puff stitches of the main color, and you already have the third with the main color. That's why I began with just 1 solitary puff, because you know it's the third actually of the last jasmine stitch. Okay, that's it. Now let's see how to work the nice border around. We will work it over the horizontal puffs or of the last round without increases. Okay, so over that round, insert hook, I switch to 6.5 millimeters hook, okay, from 9, and I will insert hook between that horizontal puff of the row and the one that it's let's say a vertical puff. Work a single crochet, 2 chains, work 2 chains, and into the second work a puff, pull through all, chain to secure, skip 1 horizontal, and insert hook and go out under the next horizontal puff of the same round. So you have to pay attention to work this. Then single crochet to secure, puff, chain, and again skip the next horizontal and get out under that one, single crochet, and go ahead and work all this border. So actually we'll work on the over the horizontal puffs. Okay, so under the horizontal puff you go, you single crochet, not chain, only not chain, single crochet, because it's easier to work the puffs in them. Okay, so we will just go ahead, work around, and that's it. You have your hat ready. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's a brimmed jasmine stitch hat, cloche hat, very romantic, very nice. So it's exactly the round where I put the marker. Okay, so the last round with 15. You can see that you have in between this round and the last one with 2 colors, you must have the one with the increases for the cloche, for the brim. Okay. Happy crocheting!